Alright, show you what I got here. It's gonna be a little hard to do with got a light I'm trying to hold in one hand. And, let me see. Start here down in my basement. Turn that on. Nope, let me see. See, I have it totally unplugged right now. I think. No, I have it off. The Phoenix. And then that is, I think, 24/7. So I'll go, no, that's 24/7. So I'll go ahead and turn it on max. And you can kind of see some algae here. I'm not sure how well it's going to want to focus here. It's see, it's sticking off of there. It's like a string algae, hair algae that's developing. So I will actually keep the tank off, the light off, till there's no more algae in here. But right now I have a plant right there. I'm sure it's a fern, drought fern. Forget what this is. You could probably let me know. And the Anubias, huge, I think. And 20 gallon. I mean, it's pretty big. It's not the biggest, but some dying string algae, it looks like. I don't know. So this is the main planted tank I have, only because the light on it is a planted tank light, and that's the only planted tank light I do have. At one point I had tons of plants in here. I have in these tanks here, it's my breeding rack that kind of went down the hill, and I got some peppers down here underneath it. I had tanks down here, they're up there now, but some of that moss, I never really had been able to grow moss that well. Jeez, that's really bad. Here, let me turn that off. Clear spot for you to see in this thing. Yeah, it's actually just had babies too. Ooh, the heater's not even on. They're probably freezing. Scrape all this algae. It's because I didn't turn this light back on the timing. It's on, and I always forget. So that's the algae in these tanks. But let me go and flip the heaters on. From the water change a couple days ago, I forgot. Okay, around, let me see if I can see. Well, anyways, there's some moss up there at the top, and I had mixed in it. Here's a little piece of fern, and I had some chain sword. I think it was micro chain sword. Some what is that? That's some chain sword and a Anubias back there. I also had some water wisteria that I had just so much of it was just dying. It's like everything in this tank was dying, other than, you know, the main few, which even after a while I got damaging on that leaf there and the end of that one. And I mean, a lot has really died off, but that's what I have down here right now, other than, you know, the live plants and whatnot. the actual potted plants, I mean. But I wanted to show you this tub with all these guppies in it. It's almost ridiculous. If I can get this crap to settle, there's Big Mama back there. If I can get this crap to settle, you can see these this little fry. Oh, you see some there. So it just popped, let alone I just netted most of the babies out the other day, and she popped again, which this is the breeding rack for the guppies. So I got the tote with all the guppies in the tote that I've been breeding. It's pretty awesome though. All the different colors. I'm gonna eventually put them in a glass tank, but since this is the biggest water bin I have right now, it's what I have to use. But just so many. With like I said, look, like I said, a 10-gallon filter. A 10-gallon filter. Okay, look. The filter on this one is a 20-gallon filter. This filter is bigger than the one I have in here. I mean, I know it's not the best. Temperature you're looking at 77.5 with the 300 watts, and the circulation pump. Like I said, with that, and that's it. You know, you got the bacteria in there. Probably not enough, but I did recently do a water change on here. You see a live plant down there a little bit, and one there. They're not really growing, but and there they all are. There's like, I don't even know how many, and they just keep coming. Nice colors. Look at the jaguar. Jag. It's chilling. Put him in there because he's all getting beat up in the cichlid tank. Show you up here. Cichlid tank. The Oscar tank, and then the live planet tank with like no additives, no lighting other than natural, and really no ferts unless I remember, which is like never. Blew a car in there with some angels. Pleco. What's its fish? Oh, what's its fish? Oh, what's its fish? You remember him? No, but there's some water wisteria and the bamboo that I said I got for cheap. And I forget what that is. Right there. And some water wisteria, and then I have the cutting of the what's its plant. I forget the name of it, but I had a trimming 4 leaves big, and I did that with the trimming, and then I also have a pretty decent size. I don't even know what you call it. It was like a potted plant, goes in the water. Right here. Some big leaves, root systems all down in there. Yeah, so that's about it. It's the plants I really have that I've got left with the fish and the tanks. Blood parrotfish, that's his name. Oh yeah, got the Christmas decorations on the tank. Alright, let me know what I should do.